So here's my new best friend of the week, Leslie Jones. So what Jenny and I were talking about during the week is how double deciders will vent out their negative emotions, and how the single deciders are like, hey, why are you being such a jerk? Why are you being so mean? So Leslie here, she is a double decider of all double deciders. She's cranked all the way up, same type as CT Fletcher, with masculine FE. So imagine me cranked all the way up. You know how I do like the negativity or fuck you, or I that kind of like trolling stuff I do? So she does it way better than me, cranked all the way up. So it kind of gives you a picture of like, what are the double deciders doing? And especially if their feeling is masculine. Why are they so aggressive and shovey and punchy at the tribe, right? All right, let me go through Leslie. So you've probably seen her on SNL, movies and stuff like that. She's very much an archetype of a masculine female. And this is kind of the roles that she plays. It's the roles that she owns. She talks about how she had to really come in to own that. Like, she's like, look, I'm a very loud, aggressive, masculine female. How about I stop trying to dance around that and be me? And everyone just like loves her for it because she's her and she's really fucking funny. Now she's also very, loud and offensive and says the F word a lot. And if you're not ready for that, you can kind of be scared if you don't know what's going on. When I was going through my hardest times, it was Greg Plitt, was masculine FI, double decider, as well as CT Fletcher, masculine FE, double decider. And it was just something about the way that those guys would communicate with their masculine emotions, double deciding, putting pressure on self, putting pressure on their emotions. Like, that really helped me out a lot. So it's like her message, the way she speaks, communicates, may not be for you, may not be for everybody, but it's definitely for somebody like me. So here's her official type, double activated on the SCFE. So she's going to be play, blast, consume. She's going to be the most EJ that you could be and still be an EP. So she's going to be constantly looking out for other people. Now, it's kind of hard to see, like, you don't picture CT Fletcher or Gary Vee or Tony Robbins or Wes Watson being DE. They're dominating the tribe. They're scaring everybody else. It's like, it's what the Myers-Briggs got so fucking wrong. The Myers-Briggs is like the ENTJ and ESTJ, they're business leaders. They're the bullies. You're like, no, dick. They're not. Like, they just scared you because you're fucking weak. But really, really look at them. They have little feminine DI down at the bottom. They're not the leader. And when we watch statistically, like watching businesses, the statistics lay out that most of the corporations are actually led by IPs, mopey, quiet, introverted IPs. You'll come across somebody like this. You're like, oh, they're the leader. They're extroverted. They're in charge. They're the bully. They're the most confident. That's what you're going to be getting a false read. Oh, they're so confident. No, it's the other way. They're so insecure. They're so worried about you or you liking them or being offended that they're overextending with this extrovert DE. And then you're just reading that thinking that's them, which is why everybody fucking misses everybody all fucking day long.
Oh, God. This is agony.
Get ready to do it maybe 100 times a day for Ghostbusters.
No, fuck. I'm gonna have such a bad attitude.
Hey guys. What's up, man? You guys have such a great, easy chemistry. Was it like that when you first did your first appearance together, or?
I think so. Like, no, when I first got hired as a writer, I just used to yell stuff at him whenever I would see him. I would be like, "You white son of a bitch! I love you, sexy motherfucker!" And I would get in the hallway, and I'd be like.
Hi, Leslie.
Hey, Leslie.
She's venting her emotions right away. She's in there complaining before the interview even starts. The guy next to her, I believe to be an ISTP. I don't know. I'm just watching him from the clips. He looks like an ISTP. Now he's kind of playing along. You'll see that with these two interacting. Like, he's doing a great job. And like, I'll see that with the single deciders as they're like, I'll play along with this venting negative emotions and yelling at me and calling me names and swearing. Like, okay. Now he's not going to go turn around and do that. He's not going to be like, hey, that was really good. I saw what you were doing. You were venting out your negative emotions and you were slapping back and forth with the tribe. I'm going to go apply that to my own life. No, he's going to walk away and be like, that was weird.
Every time I hear somebody say world renowned, I punch him in the face because go fuck yourself. I hate world renowned. Oh, I'm world renowned. Have you been to Compton? Because I'm from Compton. If you ain't been from Compton, Compton's in the world. You can't deal with me. Go fuck yourself, world renowned ass bitch.
Man, I was about to say I'm world renowned. And I'm luckily.
So what is she doing? She's like, this is just how she's expressing her negative emotions. This is how she's connecting with the tribe.
It's fun for me because I love making up shit. I love looking at the person and trying to figure out what's going on in their life and what I might think that's going on in their life. It be for me. The crowd work is for me. Like, I'm doing the jokes for y'all. The crowd work is for me because I like to meet new people. I like to talk about people. I like to make people laugh at themselves. I really love making people laugh at themselves because that is the best laugh ever, because you'll laugh at that even when no one's around. You'll go, that shit was funny what she said about me. God damn it. I'm going to use that myself. Like, you'll use it yourself. Like, there's nothing better than when people come back on my Instagram and be like, oh my God, I just got roasted by Leslie. Oh my God, I'm the so-and-so girl. It's so fun.
And that's not true. Just to catch you on the feminine TI, that's actually not true. That's true for some people. That's true for me. I get such a charge out of the roasting and the fuck you and the hey motherfucker, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I get such a charge, but most people don't. So she's like punching out and going, I love this, and I see some people do love that, therefore everybody does. But watch Conan. He's sitting there, like, just kind of processing it. Like, he's not doing that. Like, he'll try and kind of fake to it to go along.
You know, it's crazy that you said that because I, a long time ago, noticed if something pops into my head and I just say it, 99.9% of the time it goes well. If I stop myself and think a little more,
You fuck it up.
I fuck it up.
You fuck it up. Let me tell you why. Because you have two people in your head. You have the joke writer,
Yeah.
and then you have the performer.
Yeah.
Okay. The performer wants the performance to go right,
Double the
but the
side,
joke
two
writer wants you
people.
to tell the joke. Always listen to the joke writer. The
Yeah.
performer don't know what the fuck they're doing. The performer does what the joke writer does. It's just that
I have a third person in there, the pervert.
Yeah, well, we all have that person. We have the third person.
Well,
They just
he's
sit-
in there.
He sits
and I don't
back
know
and
what this is a cry for help.
he sits back and watch all the other shit.
Okay, so watch that clip again on your own time. But what just happened there? So you have the double decider going, yeah, you got two people. They're just talking to each other. That's what double deciders, that's what it lives like. You just got two voices going back and forth, you know, like schizophrenia or whatever. Because your T and your F, your emotional side, your logical side, your DI, your DE, they're sitting right there. And they're just going back and forth. You're like, I want, actually, no, it's going to piss everybody off. And you'll literally see, like we see in the classes, like, you'll see double deciders, like, change their voices a lot. Like, if you really look for it, they're changing them because they are talking to themselves. The single deciders, the T and the F, they talk to each other once a week in these weird swings. And notice Conan, he's doing what? When you're talking about double deciding, he's going to feel nervous and he's got to like get out of that somehow. So he makes a joke. Oh, I have a third person. It's the pervert. What's going on there? The single decider's going, this is way too weird. This is a cry for help. I got to wiggle out of this, right? All right, last clip of Leslie. She's now going to be talking about her DI, where she had to discover and build up her own confidence.
You just be you. Like, I didn't know then I really wish I would have known that just be me. I didn't learn that until maybe 6 months into SNL, that the way I was going to win at SNL was to be me.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to be everybody else. I'm a Virgo, so Virgos are perfectionists, and we trying to fucking with people pleasers too. And it's like, when I walked in there, I was a dope ass comic, and I'm like, I'm going to prove to you motherfuckers I'm funny, and didn't have no respect for sketch comics at all. And I really was not being myself. I was really trying to be something else. And until one day, Keenan, I was smoking weed with Keenan, and Keenan was like, man, you be having me busting the fuck up in this room. He was like, why we don't see this motherfucker? And I was like, oh, I mean, because, you know, I'm kind of ghetto, you know, I'm ghetto and shit, you know, the motherfuckers ain't going. He was like, man, this is the motherfucker they need to see.
Yeah.
So that's the person. So that's when I started catcalling Colin in the middle of the hallway. Like, he would be standing there with Lauren, and I'd be like, you's a fine-ass white motherfucker. Oh my God, I've never seen a white man so fucking fine.
And I think that Keenan guy is a double decider with masculine F as well.